Yeah, please start, Mataji.
Okay. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरा बनचारी, यमुना तीरा बनचारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, जय राधा गोकुल नंद श्री राधे, जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान, जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान, जय राधा लंडनेश्वर श्री राधे, जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा, जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन, जय तुलसी महारानी, जय तुलसी महारानी, जय तुलसी महारानी, जय तुलसी महारानी, जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद, Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Excellent, Mataji. Excellent. Really nice. You got such a sweet voice. Thank you so much. So the next one I think is it Mangalacharan prayers, Prabhuji? So would anyone like to recite Mangalacharan prayers today? I will try and display it. Share. Is it share?
I can do the Mangalacharana for you, Mataji.
Yes, yeah, sure. I'm just trying to find my share thing in Microsoft SharePoint. Oh dear. Yeah. Am I sharing?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamlam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunata Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Shatarine.
Maybe you can do one Chakalpa because I can't find Om Vishnu Padai.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo maha.
Hey Krishna Karuna.
He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, for reciting lovely recitation of the prayers. Thank you so much. So let's see who else has joined in. So Vrindavan Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, welcome.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so do we do anything else? Can I start with the book, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
So sorry. I thought I had brought it up. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. So last week, there was beginning of reading of the chapter 67, the deliverance of Dvivi the gorilla. So I'll just do a short recap in case people were not there. So Dvivida, who was a gorilla, he was also at the time of Lord Rama, and he was a minister of Sugriva. But sorry, Prabhuji, before I start, I just wanted to go back to this thing, because apparently Sham Prabhu always recited this Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vetitattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mam eti so Arjuna. So the translation is, one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So there's a great emphasis put on reading the pastimes of Krishna Katha. And Krishna Katha means not just what Krishna spoke about, which is like Bhagavad Gita, but it's also about him as well. So it's about the pastimes of Krishna as well. And I was really interested to read. So in the introduction, because I'm sure everyone has read the introduction, as we are in chapter 67, but sometimes it's nice to go back to the introduction as well, just to recap a little bit. And there it says that, so Parikshit Maharaj is the one who asked Sukdev Goswami to narrate all these lovely pastimes, all these lovely stories of Krishna, all the pastimes. And he was so curious, intrigued by everything, that as we know, that he didn't eat and drink for 7 days. And Sukdev Goswami was a little bit concerned as well. But Parikshit Maharaj said, don't worry at all, because this Krishna Katha, all these pastimes, is just going to fill me up. So don't worry at all. And so we have to thank. So today I'm thanking Prabhuji for inviting me to speak, to host rather. Gayatri Mataji for being a very supportive friend as well, and in certain respects to Parikshit Maharaj, Sukdev Goswami, because of them we are getting to know about all these lovely pastimes. So even in that section as well, it is written that these pastimes are meant for 3 types of people. So not only for people who are already liberated from material bondage, but it's equally important for people who are trying to get liberated, and even more so important for people who are still very much attached to material world. So 3 kinds of people. And it also says that this process of listening, it will purify, it will benefit and purify 3 varieties of men involved. So the reciter, so whoever recites this will also benefit, whoever listens to it will benefit, and whoever is inquisitive about it also will benefit. So Krishna Katha should be an important part of our lives as well. And then there was an analogy used there as well, that the pastimes are compared to river Ganga. So how the river Ganga came from the spiritual world, from the toe of Lord Vishnu, and how the Ganga came down, and then it went all the way to the 3 worlds, the upper, middle, and lower planetary systems. So in the same way, all this Krishna Katha, listening to it as well, will help us all the types of people who want to know about him. So it will help us. So in the Dvivida's past, why does this keep on coming with the same? Okay, so in the Dvivida pastime last week, it was covered that Dvivida was around at the time of Lord Ramchandra, and he managed to disrespect Lakshmana when he was there, and so in this yuga as well, he was a friend of Narkasura. So Narkasura, I'm sure that story has been covered, but Narkasura was a king who kidnapped. He was in a bad association with another demon of son of Lord Bali Chakravarti. So he was in bad association. So this story is about associating with not the right people. So Narkasur, because Narkasur was he was really creating havoc everywhere, and he kidnapped all the 16,000 princesses. Then Lord Krishna had to go and save them. And the story is that, he ended up marrying them, all those 16,100 princesses. But in the process of saving them, he also had to kill Narkasur. And because Narkasur was a friend of Dvivida didn't like Krishna very much. So he wanted to cause a lot of mischief. And so he would just go to villages and towns. He would set fires. He would set fires to the industrial and mining places, even residential quarters of people who were looking after cows and farming. Because he was so strong, apparently he had the strength of 10,000 men, elephants rather. He was so strong that he could uproot the big mountain as well. So he would do that. He would tear into pieces. And he started doing that near the city of Dwarka as well. So he was in close proximity of Krishna and Balaram there. And so he would cause a lot of disturbances. He would also, because he was so strong, he would go to the seashore and he would cause imbalance there in the sea, and because of that, the water, the sea would flood the nearby villages and towns. So he would do that. He would then go also to where all the sages were doing their sacrificial performances, where they would be doing sacrifices. He would go and urinate there, pass stool. He would go to their hermitage and smash up their gardens and orchards. He would kidnap men and women both. He would put them in the caves and block the caves so they would end up in there. And he went as far as raping some women as well, who were from the upper class families. So basically he was not in a good place, and he was just not a good gorilla at all. So while he was doing all this, he ended up near the Raivataka mountain one day, and there he entered that mountainous region, and there he saw Lord Balaram and many other beautiful girls. So Lord Balaram obviously looked really beautiful because he was wearing lovely clothes, and he was decorated with garlands, and so were all the other girls as well. And so what he did was he was trying to get the attention of the girls. So he would go there, he would make some faces, some caricatures. He would jump up and down the trees. He would make some peculiar type of noises. And they would just look at him, and they would just pass him off, like they wouldn't pay attention to him. And he got more and more slightly annoyed as well. So then he would show them their private parts and all that. And at this point, then Lord Balaram got really angry. So he threw a stone at him, which Dvivida dodged. And then what happened was, then there was more fighting happened, and then Dvivida would uproot a tree, and Lord Balaram would fight with his mace, and then they with his club, and it would go on. So he would Dvivida would keep on uprooting all the trees. Eventually, the whole forest became treeless. So after that, he couldn't find any trees. Then he went to some really large stones, and he started fighting with Lord Balaram. And Lord Balaram at this point was getting more and more, but Dvivida didn't have any arms with him. So Lord Balaram, being who he was just he was a very fair and just supreme personality of Godhead. He decided also not to use any weapons, and he started to use his fist. And that is when this fighting, the last bit happens. And I think we are more or less in the last paragraph, where he does strike Dvivida with his hands eventually. So this is where we have come to, and we are at the very last paragraph now. So I would request one devotee, please, to read the last paragraph, please.
Shall I do, Mataji?
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
After this horrible incident, all the Siddhas, great sages and saintly persons from the upper planetary system showered flowers on the person of Lord Balaram and vibrated sounds glorifying his supremacy. All of them chanted, "All glories to Lord Balaram. Let us offer our respectful obeisances unto your lotus feet by killing this great demon, Dvivida. You have initiated an auspicious era for the world." All such jubilant sounds of victory were heard from outer space. After killing the great demon Dvivida and being worshipped by showers of flowers and glorious sounds of victory, Balaram returned to his capital city Dwarka. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 67th chapter of Krishna, the deliverance of Dvivida's gorilla. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thank you so much for reading. So yes, so in the end, obviously the gorilla was killed, and everybody paid their glories to Lord Balaram, and they showered him with flowers, and Lord Balaram returned to his capital city, Dwarka. So I understand also that from last week, Prabhuji gave some wonderful tips, because all this was about bad association, about the demoniac qualities as well. So Prabhuji gave some really lovely examples of how what people can do. And so he talked about things like never find faults in people, never expect honor from anyone. So never find faults, apayishunam, and never expect honor, ati manita. And then we should also be free from envy, adroha. So that bit we will come across in the next story that we are about to start. And he also talked about the three paths to hell, the Kam, Krodh, and Lobh, because they are the main things that will really stop us from achieving our spiritual goals. So we need to come out, less attachment, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, all those things, all the Maya and anger we need to remove from our lives slowly by slowly. And he also talked about the desires. So it's because of desires we are here in this world, but desires can be changed. They need to be in a pure form. So how can we do that? I think we need to understand what our constitutional position is, that we are the part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we are his eternal servants, and we can serve serve, like a servant of a servant of a servant. So that those things are really important for us to keep in mind. Prabhuji, please add in any more, because this is my first time, so you will have to help out, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, I think you have given very good reflections and also the past times in the last session as a recap. So here and here only we could see everyone are praising Lord Balaram. All glories to Lord Balaram. Let us offer our respectful obeisances onto your lotus feet. So this is only we could glorify. Balarama is the supreme personality of Godhead in the servant mode to Krishna. He assists Krishna in all his pastimes, and Balarama is the Guru Tattva. Okay, so that is one simple statement, Mataji, here, and then Lord has returned. Again, we are going to see Balarama pastimes as well, as the marriage of Samba and Duryodhana's daughter Lakshmana.
Okay.
Yeah, we can continue, Mataji.
We can. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Okay, so what really happens, Prabhuji? Do I do a short recap of this as well, or do we straight start reading this?
Yeah, we can just give a few lines of heads up and what we are
Okay.
going to read it, and then we shall read as
Okay, so this next story, like Prabhuji said, also involves Lord Balaram as well. So in this story, when I was reading this, I found that there was again pride, envy, so many other things involved as well, arrogance and things. So this is a story of Samba. And Samba was son of Lord Krishna. And he through his alliance with Jamvati, so his wife was Jamvati. People would know that Jamvati was the daughter of Jamvan, who was at the time of Lord Ram as well. But due to some misunderstanding, whatever, Krishna ended up fighting with Jamvan. There was this jewel that was stolen. Is it Syamantaka jewel which was stolen, and Krishna was falsely accused of it. So obviously he wanted to find out who had actually done it, and it wasn't actually Jamwan, from what I understand. It somehow ended up in the position of a lion, and Jamvan was fighting this lion, so it ended up with him. But in the end, Krishna goes there to Jamvan, and he has a fight, but Jamvan has a daughter, so then Jamvati marries Krishna. So Samba was the daughter of Jamvati and Krishna. And this happens when Duryodhan was doing a swayamvar for his daughter, and Samba wanted to marry Duryodhan's daughter. But initially the daughter didn't want to marry, but because Samba was there and he wanted to marry the daughter, he kidnaps her, and this causes a little bit of tension and a fight amongst, more tension rather, and some fight between the Kurus and Yadus, which are the two dynasties. So I'm not sure. Also, I thought that Yadus and Kurus, do people know about the two dynasties? They have a common ancestor. Is it worth saying something about it, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. So the Kuru dynasty and also Yadava dynasty, both are coming from Yayati.
Yeah.
Yayati is and then from him Puru, and then Yadava. So I think those are the children of Yayati. So, and due to the Yayati marriage with Devayani, Devayani is the daughter of Sukracharya, and Yayati has got another wife called Sarmishta. So Sarmishta's child is, I think, Yadu. So and
That
then
was Kuru, wasn't it? Kuru. And Devyani's was Yadu. Let's see. We need to look it up.
so there is a, I think there is a picture, Mataji.
The elder son was Yadu, and the youngest was Puru.
So there we have got, one second, Mataji. So Yayati, and then from Yedu, and then Puru, there are two children. There are three other sons as well. From Yedu, it comes like crossed many descents. Let me just share, Mataji, if it is okay.
Yes, 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 please.
Okay, so it is this is Bhagavatam family tree. So where we see here, here we come. So this is a Pururava. It comes from the Atri Maharshi. This is Chandra Vamsha. Everyone, Yadu dynasty, and also Kauravas. Everyone belongs to the Chandra Vamsha. And Atri has got Soma, who is Chandra. His son is Buddha, Lord Buddha, not Lord Buddha. He is Buddha. Is Chandra's son. And then he has got son is Pururava, and then Pururava has got many sons, and then Ayu, and then further Nahusha. And then Nahusha, we also see he is like he got a serpent body later on. So that due to, and he was appointed as a Indra later on due to because of his sacrifices, and then due to the pride, and then he was cursed by Agastya Muni later to become a serpent. That one is a different one. And then coming to down further, Yayati here, Yadu dynasty and Puru dynasty. And from the Puru, we get many of Bharata. This is Bharata is like a Dushyaman, okay, Dusmanta, yes, Shakuntala and Dusmanta. That is where our India name is now famous as Bharat Desh. Okay, so from where this Shantanu and they're all coming into that lineage, I think from Shantanu here. So in that lineage, it comes Shantanu and then Bhishma Dev, everyone. And then here from Yadu dynasty, so this is Kroshta, and then further many Satvatas, Vrishnis, Andakas. And then this is Surasena, and then Ahoka, Ugrasena here, Devaka. And here Lord Krishna comes here as Vasudeva, a son of Surasena. Okay, so both are coming to the same dynasty, Chandra Vamsha, or from the Yayati as the nearest one.
Yes, yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And there was some interesting story about Yayati asking to become young from his son, wasn't it?
Yes,
To take his
yes,
youth.
yes,
And I think Puru agreed and Yadu didn't agree.
yes.
Because he goes to all his sons, apparently, to see who can give him youth. And so, yeah, so that's a lovely pastime if anyone wants to read that. And there was a reason why Yadu didn't agree. When he was the eldest son, Yadu didn't agree because he was thinking more ahead. He was thinking of his spiritual life, if I can understand properly. Because if he had given his youth, then he would have become old. And if you become old early, prematurely, then there is a chance that you can come down maybe. You can fall back down again, and he didn't want to do that. Yeah. And so something like that. And then Puru agreed, and so Yayati enjoyed his material life for many, many years. And this was because of a curse that Yayati was given through his father-in-law, I think. Sharmishta's father, Shukracharya. But that's a different story. But I just thought, because I was interested about the Purus and Yadus, and I wouldn't say, well, conflicts, but slight friction between the two dynasties, even though they were related and had the same ancestors. There was a slight friction because I think because Puru dynasty, because they became the king, and Yadu didn't give the youth, the Puru, they thought that they were the rightful, they were above Yadu. So there was always this envy from Puru's side. And they always considered themselves above Yadus, even though they were similar. But their mentality was that we are above and you are below, basically. That's my understanding. But it was really lovely to read that. So, yeah, thank you. It's just I didn't know much about Puru and Yadu, hence decided to read. So, right, let me share that again. So, marriage of Samba. And so here again, because this story is about how he kidnaps, and then there was this friction between the Yadus and Kurus, and eventually Lord Balaram goes to negotiate, to discuss and see if he can avoid some fighting. But Kurus, being Kurus, they were arrogant, and so they didn't listen. And so, so I'll stop there, but we will start reading because I'm sure we'll come to that later. Okay, so as I can't see many devotees who have joined today, would somebody like to read the first paragraph, please?
Screen share, Mataji, please.
Oh, am I not screen sharing? Sorry, beg your pardon. Oh, damn. Am I sharing? Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And you got devotees, Mataji. Ramlala Prabhu joined, and then Paritosh Prabhu joined.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for joining. Please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. So, would someone like to read the first paragraph, please?
Shall I read again?
Would
Mataji?
Gayatri Mataji want to read the first paragraph, please?
Sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna. The marriage of Samba. Duryodhana, the son of Dhritarashtra, had a marriageable daughter by the name of Lakshmana. She was a very highly qualified girl of the Kuru dynasty, and many princes wanted to marry her. In such cases, the Swayamvara ceremony is held so that the girl may select her husband according to her own choice. In Lakshmana's Swayamvara assembly, when the girl was to select her husband, Samba appeared. He was a son of Krishna's by Jambavati, one of Lord Krishna's chief wives. This son, Samba, was so named because he was a pet child and always lived close to his mother. The name Samba indicates a son who is very much his mother's pet. Amba means mother and Sa means with. So this special name was given to him because he always remained with his mother. He was also known as Jambavati Sutta for the same reason. As previously explained, all the sons of Krishna were as qualified as their great father. Samba wanted Duryodhana's daughter, Lakshmana. Although she was not inclined to have him, therefore Samba kidnapped Lakshmana by force from the Swayamvara assembly. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So yes, so here we see that Duryodhan had a marriageable daughter by the name of Lakshmana, and so he held a swayamvar for her, so that she could choose someone that she wanted to marry. But in this case, and she wasn't very keen to select Samba when he did appear. So then Samba eventually kidnaps her. But here they talk about Samba, whose mother was Jamvati, and because he was so close to her and he was always with her, that is how what the name means, that Amba means mother and Sa means with. He was always with his mother. And he was just as qualified as his dad Krishna in all respects. So which we'll find out later about how he fights as well. So yeah, thank you very much, Mataji. Would someone like to read the second paragraph, please?
Can I read it?
Yes, Mataji, yes.
Because Samba took Lakshmana away from the assembly by force, all the members of the Kuru dynasty, such as Dhritarashtra, Bhishma, Vidura, and Arjuna thought it an insult to their family tradition that the boy Samba could possibly have kidnapped their daughter. All of them knew that Lakshmana was not at all inclined to select him as her husband and that she was not given the chance to select her own husband. Instead, she was forcibly taken away by this boy. Therefore, they decided that he must be punished. They unanimously declared that he was most impudent and had degraded the Kuru family tradition. Therefore, all of them, under the counsel of the elder member of the Kuru family, decided to arrest the boy but not kill him. They conclude that the girl could not be married to any boy other than Samba, since he had already been touched by him. According to the Vedic system, once being touched touched by some boy, a girl cannot be married or given to any other boy. Nor would anyone agree to marry a girl who had already thus associated with another boy. The elder member the elder members of the family, such as Bhisma, wanted to arrest him. Thus all the members of the Kuru dynasty, especially the great fighter, joined together just to teach him a lesson, and Karna was made the commander-in-chief for this small battle. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So yes, so in this paragraph we see that the members of the Kuru dynasty were not very happy because obviously they thought that it was a bad mark against their own, their reputation, their honor, and it didn't look nice that their daughter was carried away, kidnapped by a Yadu boy. So they decided that they wouldn't stand for this insult, and they wanted to teach him a lesson. And so they decided that they will have to kidnap him and and not kill him, though, because if they killed him, then their daughter wouldn't be able to marry anybody else anyway, because now that also she was touched by a Samba. At that time it was that they had to marry whoever touched them. So as you can see also that in the if you read the Yayati story as well, there also Devyani had to, because she was touched by Yayati, then she said, please marry me now that you touched me. So in those times, that was how it was. And same with the Krishna and 16,100 princesses. They said that now that you are here, you will have to marry us, because no one will now marry us because we were with the demon. So at those times, that is how it was. So in order to teach a lesson, the Kurus wanted to arrest the boy but not kill him. And so even Bhishma, who was the elder member of the family, also wanted to arrest him. And then Karna was made the commander-in-chief for this battle. Thank you. Prabhuji, you can just also please come in anytime you want to add any more, please. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So one point here, generally, this is the nature of the Kshatriya. So unless there is a fight or battle, some kind of, they need Teja, Sauryam, they need to show some kind of qualities of Kshatriya. Generally, wherever marriage happen, we see such kind of things, especially in the Kshatriyas. So Krishna married so many of his queens in the similar fashion, and also here Samba is also following the father. And also from other side, they're also Kshatriya, they also have to counteract. So that is Bhishma, Vidura, Arjuna, and Dhritarashtra. It is a matter of duty. It is a family's prestige. And one more point here, because Samba touched, and that girl should not be married by anyone else. So again, this is one of the statements from the Vedic scriptures. even whenever the one example, Kadama Prajapati, when he was approached by Swayambhu Manu with Devhuti to give Devhuti as in marriage. So at that time, Kadama Prajapati mentions, because your daughter was not given any word or to anyone else that she is going to be married, and because of those reasons, and also she has come here along with you, it would happen. For those reasons, it would happen. If she was given to someone else, even the words that my daughter is going to be married to someone else, something like that. He mentioned there is a specific word. It is like mentioned. Apratta cha tavatmaja. So in such a way, he mentions she was not promised to anyone that she is going to give in marriage. Okay, that is one statement again. I wanted to bring, and I also request we got Ramlala Prabhuji, and Vijay Krishna Prabhuji are there, if they can add any points in this particular instance.
I have nothing to say at the present moment, but thank you for asking, Amoga Prabhu. If I have something to say, I'll raise my hand.
Sure, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
You're welcome.
Ramlala Prabhuji wanted to add anything, Prabhuji?
Oh, it's fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mataji, we shall continue, Mataji.
Okay. Vijay Krishna Prabhuji, you want to read the third paragraph now here, while making?
Of course, Jan Mataji. Anything to make you happy, if I may say it. So begins with what? This?
While making?
While making, yes, thank you very much, you're most kind, and Navat pranams. While making the plan to arrest Samba, the Kurus counseled amongst themselves that upon his arrest, the members of the Yadu dynasty would be very angry with them. There was every possibility of the Yadus accepting the challenge and fighting with them. But they also thought, if they came here to fight with us, what could they do? The members of the Yadu dynasty cannot equal the members of the Kuru dynasty, because the kings of the Kuru dynasty are the emperors, whereas the kings of the Yadu dynasty are able to enjoy their land only because we have granted it to them. The Kuru thought, if they come here to challenge us because their son was arrested, we shall accept the fight and teach them a lesson, so that automatically they will be subdued under pressure, as the senses are subdued by the mystic yoga process of pranayama. In the mechanical system of mystic yoga, the airs within the body are controlled, and the senses are subdued and checked from being engaged in anything other than meditation upon Lord Vishnu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So here we see that they were making plans to arrest Samba, and they thought they were thinking ahead as well, that if we did that, then obviously Yadus would not be happy, and then they will come and challenge them and fight with them as well. But there is a lot of pride and arrogance in them as well, because they were thinking that if Yadus did come, then, what are they against us? We are the emperors, whereas the Yadus are just basically enjoying what we have given them. So there's a lot of arrogance in them. So yeah, so they were thinking that if they did come here to challenge, then we will fight with them and teach them a lesson. So that was their whole ego there as well, that they wanted to do all that. And like Prabhuji said, they are Kshatriyas, so Kshatriyas won't stand for anything. They would want to fight. Yes, Vijay Krishna Prabhuji, you want to ask something?
Yes, I have a question.
And I will have to turn to Amok Prabhuji as well, because I may not know much. But
yes, but
you
I
can
would
ask.
like to hear your answer first, if I may ask. Do you mind reading again the last part, which is between parentheses? The last part of the paragraph.
In the mechanical system?
Yes, yes.
Okay. In the mechanical system of mystic yoga, the airs within the body are controlled and the senses are subdued and checked from being engaged in anything other than meditation upon Lord Vishnu.
Yes, thank you very much, you're most kind. This is the sentence based on which I would like to ask the following question. Well, we are not practitioners of the mechanical system of mystic yoga, as you know better than us, or at least better than me. So, my question would be, for the purpose of subduing our senses and check them from being engaged in anything other than meditation upon Lord Krishna, in our case, what is the system for us to adopt? That would be my question. If not the mechanical system of mystic yoga, is there any system for us practitioners of yoga to use for the purpose of meditating upon Lord Krishna without interruption?
Yeah. So my understanding is that we have been told by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to adopt a simple thing, which is to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So for me, that would be my answer, that our chanting, follow the process, what we have been asked to do. The chanting, reading of Shastras, but chanting is the main thing, that where we can then slowly start controlling our senses. If we focus properly, if we do it without offenses, eventually we will come to a point where our senses will be aligned a bit better than when we first start. So we need to adopt that process and follow that religiously. That would be my thing, because obviously here the times was different here. And if you remember, even Dhruv Maharaj did this as well, how he controlled his airs and how he brought his senses to align so that he could meditate. But those times were different, and you're right that for this time, this is the process I think that we should. But Prabhuji, you can please add other things as well.
Yes, but before Amuga Prabhu cooperates with our discussion, I would like to mention in your answer, because of your answer, so in accordance with your answer, the control of the senses begin with the tongue?
Yes, Shravanam and then Kirtanam.
Yes, we chant for us to hear.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, you're most kind.
Prabhuji, please help.
Hare Krishna Mataji, you have done very nicely, Mataji explained. So, yes, by the devotional services, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, following regulative principles, automatically the senses will be controlled. Otherwise, when the sages, they go to secluded place and then Suchodese Pratistapya Vijitasanam Tasmin Swasti Samasena Vijikaya Samabhyaset. So they keep their body straight and trying to concentrate. So this jnanam ekadese manasa pranadharanam vaikuntalela abhidhyanam samadhanam tadatmanaha. So remembering the pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is called vaikuntalela abhidhyanam samadhanam tadatmanaha. That is samadhi. प्राणस्य सोदयेन्मार्गं पूरकुम्भकरेचकैः प्रतिकूलेन वाचित्तं यथा स्थिरम् अचञ्चलम्. And when he does the breathing of air, that way the yogi is the control. But that is yogi's process. That is very difficult nowadays if it takes the Kali Yuga. But for the devotees, Madhyashina Darshana Puja Suti Abhivandanaihi Bhuteshu Madbhavanaya Satven Asangamena Cha. One goes to the temple like taking the darshan, Madhyashina Darshana Puja Stuti Abhivandanaihi and offering our obeisances. And as soon as we see the spiritual master offer obeisances, deities, we offer obeisances. Bhuteshu Madbhavanaya. We see the all living entities. The Lord is situated in the heart of all the living. In such a way, we see everywhere only the Lord. It is not only the body. We need to see the Lord as a consciousness, as a life force. But it is now, as individual living entity, they have got individual ahankara. That is what they identify themselves. But we do not see that one. We see only the life force and the Lord is situated. Ishvaro Jiva Kalaya Bhagwan Pravishto iti. So Lord is situated. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Pradeshe Chanatistati. In such a when we are engaging and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, automatically the senses will be coming under the control, or it is like a Duddantendriya Kala Satpa Patali Proktat Damstrayate. Prabodhananda Saraswati describes this one, the senses, they're like a poisonous snakes. But when we are engaging chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained, and then those will be like the Duddantendriya Kala Sarpa Patali Proktad Damstrayate. Proktad means extracted the poisonous fangs of the snake. Then no one will be fear of those snakes if we think that they do not have any poison. Likewise, when we are engaged in the devotional service, automatically the senses will be subdued by the strength of the devotional service. It's a practical experience. But only thing is follow the regulative rules and principles. How do we experience? When we go to the temple, for example, in that environment, when we see the deities, even though there are so many beautiful women, but our focus is on only the Lord and the service. And we are not passionate about the beauty about there. How we can serve the Lord? Automatically, we not feel sense gratification there. We feel the mood of service and happiness and blissfulness. That is pravartita yat rajastamasoyoho sattvam cha mishram na cha kala vikramaha na yatra maya ki mutapare harer anurata yatra sura asura architaha. Automatically, everyone they will try to render some service. Somewhere other, someone may try to chant, someone may be engaging themselves, keep the devotees in the queue. Somewhere other they are engaging. Some are doing kartal and mridanga, singing. Automatically, this is where the divine environment takes place. Everything by the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That way, all the senses automatically subdued. When we are keep doing like that, we are not agitated by the attraction of the women opposite sex. And also when we go to the town centers in this material world, at that time, we are not taking passionate about the material world. We see, is it required or not? That is only first question comes. That is again, Krishna mentions, Yata samharite chayam kurmonganiva sarvashaha. Indriyan indriyadebhyaha tasya prajna pratisthita. A person who is like taking all of his limbs, the senses taken inwards into just giving an example of a kurma. Kurmonganiva. So this is like a turtle. Whenever it feels a danger, automatically its legs and everything, the tail, it will be going inside the shell. Likewise, a devotee, as soon as he goes to the material world, he doesn't expose his senses for the sense gratification. But instead, he would see everything in link to the Krishna. So automatically senses will be going down because mind is already trained in dovetailing with Krishna only. So that way, all senses are properly controlled. We do not have to take it. That's yoginam api sarvesha madgate nantaratmana shraddhavan bhajite yomam same yukta tamo mataha. So devotees of the Lord, they are the topmost yogis, as Krishna mentioned. They do not have to take a different process. So automatically, hearing the Krishna Katha among the devotees association, Satam Prasangan Mama Veer Sanvido Bhavanti Frutkana Rasayana Kataha Tajoshanad also Apargavatpani Shraddha Ratihi Bhakti Anukramishati. Automatically, everything will come one after another. Shraddha Ratihi Bhakti. So initially, Ado Shraddha, Tato Sadha Sangha. So that one, Ata Bhajana Kriya, everything will come. But one must be very faithfully coming and sincerely engaging his time to hear Krishna Katha. Automatically, he would see practical experience in his life that his senses are subdued.
Yes, Moga Prabhu, if I may, do you mind sharing, because of your answer, your contribution, very quickly, do you mind sharing on the screen the Bhagavad Gita shloka related to the tortoise, that she keeps her members inside, and only when she needs to use it for a certain purpose, she projects the senses outside of the body. Do you know this verse?
It is Bhagavad Gita 258. Mataji, if you can open a separate tab. Bhagavad Gita 258.
Just because you said what you just said, this shloka came to my mind. Do you mind reading it?
Is this the right verse, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Do you want me to read it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yada samharate chayam kurmo agnan visha sarvashaha indriyanindriyarthebhyas tasya pragya pratishtita.
Very beautiful. Thank you.
And the translation, please.
One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects, as the tortoise draws its limbs within the shell, is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness.
Yes, perfect consciousness, meaning Krishna consciousness. Now I am pleased with both of you. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
I didn't do anything. Thank you, Prabhuji. Just thank you to Amok Prabhuji.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we will be back to... So, Prabhuji, I don't know what time you normally stop. Do we read one more or we stop, or what do we do?
We are 7 minutes past 9 o'clock, Mataji. Maybe we can ask devotees for the reflections. We got Paritosh Prabhuji, Vrindavan Prabhuji, Ramlala Prabhuji. They can share. And also Drishti Mataji. Mataji can also share some reflections. And all devotees have got lots of knowledge. We wanted to hear from them as well. Okay, if it is okay, Mataji.
Yeah, yes, of course. Ramlal Prabhu or Meena Mataji, whoever wants to reflect, please.
Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Jayaved Mataji for beautiful presentation today. It was very nice. And Vijay Krishna Prabhuji, beautiful question. And Amog Prabhuji, as always, beautifully explained. Like why we have to be, the mystic yoga doesn't even work for us. And how we have to be constantly thinking of Krishna by meditating upon him through chanting. And also how to allow the shloka from Bhagavad Gita also very nicely explained, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And my reflection for today was like from the previous chapter itself, like how we have to be careful about who we are associating with, because the bad association can be we can also become like Dvivida gorilla. So we have to be very careful about who we are associating. And especially from childhood itself, some of us, we know like who are the right people to associate, but most of the children nowadays, they don't know who to associate with. Especially coming to these kind of countries, it's a challenge as a parent for all the young parents. And we used to be young. Now our kids are my son is married, so it's different. But when he was young, it was a challenge for us to teach them who to actually associate and who not to. And we don't know who they are going to talk to or hang out with, until, I mean, after school, immediately when we pick up, we have to do a lot of things as parents. So I don't know if there are any young parents here in the group, but we have to be constantly talking to the teachers, and we have to know what is going on with our children, our kids' lives. So we know that they are actually having good, right friends. And that was my reflection for today, Mataji. And this chapter also, it's coming up with a lot of reflections, obviously. Like, even though Arjuna was such a friend, I mean, Arjuna and Krishna are friends, but when it came to this kind of thing, when Krishna's son has kidnapped the Kuru dynasty's daughter, then obviously they have to, I think, support Kurus, I guess. I'm not sure what happens next, but I want to see what is going to happen in the further in this chapter. And thank you so much, Mataji. That's my reflection. Thank you for giving me an opportunity.
No, I think it was such a beautiful reflection, Mataji, and especially when you talked about the children, because you live in Canada. I don't know what your situation over there is, how many, what the proportion of people compared to the white people. But here, where I came years ago in this country, and I felt that my children were more under the influence of the non-Indian people. So that is always a worry as well for parents. So you're so right. But nowadays I see young parents, like yesterday, Debashis Prabhu, his wife, his child, they were all wonderfully singing, reciting, singing. So it was so lovely to see. Sanchita Mataji, young mother. So they are doing so much now, and so I'm so happy. I wish my times were different at that time. But yes, that is a lovely reflection, Mataji, and also what you said about Arjun as well. You're so right, because even though they intermarried the Kurus and Yadus, Subhadra married Arjun. Even when it comes to a matter of honor, then they would stand up for their own. So yeah, thank you so much for the lovely reflections. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Hare Krishna.
We got Vrindavan Prabhuji, so it is very nice to hear from Vrindavan Prabhuji.
Yes. I can't see properly from here, so thank you for pointing it out. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Vrindavan Prabhuji.
Dandavat Pranam, very, very wonderful. But I listening, but not chanting, me finishing. That's why I'm chanting, mult. Anyhow, but it's nice. Puja, I want to know this very nice story about this, Chandravangsha on this, the chart. Chandravangsha is very good. I want to know that. Can you send me before that thing?
Yeah, I shall send it on Prabhuji.
Yeah, please. It's very good. There's a paramparak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very beautiful. Mata, she's giving classes, so wonderful. And also you also so nice explaining. That's very nice. And that's why I do not multi because my chanting is not finished today. That's I listening but chanting.
Yeah,
thank you.
It's
Thank
fine.
you.
It's totally fine.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Nice to hear you, Prabhuji. A little sound is enough. It will satisfy us. Okay. Ramlila Prabhuji, would you want to add anything, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. It's very wonderfully explained by Mataji, Rabbi Mataji. Actually, it's clear, actually. So, we are discussing many aspects, many direction. Actually, this is coming as a marriage of Jaivit, actually Lakshmana. But is giving us lesson very different way. When Krishna desires something, he has to do that. He will do that. That means if he do something, if through his mind, whatever he desires, he can do. Nothing, no one can protect or whatever he has power or position, doesn't matter. Okay? When he Rakhe Krishna, Mareke. You have to remember. This is the, whenever he desires something, no one can protect. There is no power to that. And another way of whatever it was discussed, actually, we have to become as a what will be the art. Yesterday I went to a Bhakti Vedanta manor, the pastor of Guru Maharaj, from His Holiness Bhakti Saru Maharaj. The one book I have collected, it was very, very amazing, because in this life we are learning how to do some pranayam, or whatever the exercise, whatever yoga, whatever the things. But actually, what is our purpose in the life from the beginning to end? Beginning means not only childhood. Even Gayatri Mataji mentioned, not only childhood, not a school life. Before that, even the early stage, even Mother Om, even that's why we can learn how who Prahlad Maharaj. So every steps we are learning. Doesn't matter who is stage. Even from the beginning to end, we can learn also at the end, or the Azamil, at the end also. Even also or the elephant, Gajendra, we can learn every aspect we are learning. So that's why we have to actually in the here in the material world we are coming. We did we commit offenses against Lord Krishna, because we want to desire to enjoy our life without him. The minus Krishna, we feel that whatever I have position or possession, whatever I have, we feel we are happy in this material world. But when the real knowledge is coming, we understand this is place of suffering, and we have to learn how to die. How to die, and this last moment, whole life is the best. Even last moment, that's also okay. So that is higher distinction. Even early stage in Mother Om, that is I am repeating, Mother Om, that is also important. And how to learn, how to Mother Om, how to learn, we have to associate. There will be some Sukriti. There will be some Sukriti. Why Narad Muni giving the lesson to Kayadu, wife of Hiranyakashipu? Because she had some pious activities. She did something because she prayed. My husband is doing something very bad thing, very worse thing. How, Lord, please protect us? Because he against for Vishnu. So that's why she was praying how to protect his husband. Actually, her husband. She prayed for a long way, and at that time, actually, it was Lord Krishna's arrangement. Everything actually, or we can learn at the end is Krishna's hand. So she was able to hear Krishna Katha in her own when Prahlad making birth. So any aspect, there is no restriction. Even any time we can do any caste. There is no restriction. Even Brahmana, Sudama, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Arjuna, or Vaishya, Shudra, whatever we can give example. It doesn't matter whose position. Everyone has correct as a right way to connect with Lord Krishna, giving some service to Lord Krishna. So there is no there is no barrier for that, and we have to learn. Actually, this book is actually very nice. Even His Holiness Bhakti Sarma Maharaj is mentioned. Is everything we are learning, every lesson. Why you are listening of Krishna Katha? Actually, first thing there is before there was question, which is important, not tongue. Actually, we have to hear. We have to ear. We use our ear because Krishna Katha coming to our ear. That is the Sravana means coming from ear. If from the ear is not coming Krishna Katha, coming not as a transcendental sound, what we can do? We cannot do anything. So both are simultaneously, even though hearing is very important. Whatever we make association, even something bad thing or right thing, it is we have to power how to rectify, how to rajhamsa, who can collect the right thing and discard the bad thing. So that's why it's very important to association is very important, and who can guide properly. So that is very important. Thank you, Mataji. It's very wonderful way you also discussed. So thank you, Amar Prabhu.
Thank you. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Mataji, we may ask our Drishti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. The class was wonderful. I'm new to the session, so I'm just trying to adjust at the moment.
Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji, and thank you to all Prabhus for the wonderful class. Satsang. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
But Paritosh Prabhuji as well. Hare Krishna, Paritosh Prabhuji. Prabhuji is not available. Maybe Meena Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, very nice, wonderful class. Thank you, Mataji, for giving and giving such a nice class. And I just want to, as you are talking about Yadu dynasty and Kuru, so like I just want to say that Krishna, because of that, even the Yadu did not get this, what do you call that? As a kingdom, but his brother got it because he gave his his old age to young age to his father. But because as you said, because this Yadu did not give, because that will impact their his father, what do you call spirituality, because if he become young, then again he falls down. And that's the reason even Krishna, that's why born in Yadu dynasty, because of that came in Yadu dynasty. That's something that I do.
It's very beautiful point, Mataji. So that is Krishna in Kunti Maharani prayers. She also glorifies that, oh my dear Lord, you to please Yadu, you have appeared in the Yadu dynasty. Yedoho priyasya anbhavaye malasyeva chandanam. Just like a Malaya hills, they are famous for the chandana, sandalwood. Likewise, you have appeared in the Yadu family to glorify the Yadu because of his devotion to Krishna. Very beautiful, Meena Mataji, for reflecting that point.
Yeah, and as Mataji was Gayatri Mataji was mentioned that Arjuna was on their side of their Kuru, because he's come in that dynasty. So I didn't understand why Arjuna was in that not helping Krishna son.
So for that one, Yudhishthira has mentioned one point, if something comes as a family Kuru, we are all only one. But internal to the family, we may be we may be children of Dhritarashtra and Pandu. There may be enmity, but if third person comes, we both are only one. Likewise, Yudhishthira says in one particular statement to Bhim, I think Bhimasena was mentioning when Duryodhana was taken by the Gandharvas. At the time, Yudhishthira asks Bhima, just go and Bhima and Arjuna go and rescue Duryodhana. Duryodhana actually wanted to insult the Pandavas in the Kamyakavana when they were in the Aranyavas at the time. Bhima was thinking, okay, anyway, instead of we doing it, they are doing it, let them take the Duryodhana away. But Yudhishthira says that when someone comes, we must be only one. We are children of Pandu and Dhritarashtra. We are all one family. But when this is, we need to sort it out. But so here, this third person is involving. That is where we need to counteract. Here, similarly, in this particular scenario, Samba is like from the Yadus family. So he's a different and also Kshatriya stuff. So they need to do to maintain the family prestige as well. Okay, Gayatri Mataji raised a question. And Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. So, thank you, Meena Mataji, for beautiful questions and yes, Prabhuji, nice answers. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, I was just thinking of talking about like Vijay Krishna Prabhuji asked in the which are in the parenthesis in the mechanical system of mystic yoga, the airs within the body are controlled and the senses are subdued and checked from being engaged in anything other than meditation upon Lord Vishnu. So in this regard, I was just thinking of the shlokas from Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Yoga, 12th chapter, like 12th chapter, 3 and 4 shlokas, where Krishna is saying, like first Arjuna is actually in Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter, all the shlokas are very, very important. First Arjuna will ask like, Arjuna Uvacha, Evam Satata Yuktaye Bhaktastvam Paryupasate Echapyaksharam Avyaktam Tesham Ke Yoga Vittamaha. So he is asking like what is the best way to do, which are considered to be more perfect, those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested. So basically he is asking like in that what Vijay Krishna Prabhuji was asking regarding that one, like yes, impersonal Brahman, if people can sit and meditate, but in the third and they both can come to me, Krishna is saying in the second one, but in the third and fourth one he is clearly explaining like etvaksharama nirdeshyam. Third and fourth, Mataji, if you can click on that, Mataji. Yes. Etvaksharam in anirdeshyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatra gamachintyam cha kutastamachalam dhruvam sanniyam mendriyagramam sarvatra samabuddhayah te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhutahite rataha. So in this Krishna is telling that those who fully worship the unmanifested, and can I ask Vijay Krishna Prabhuji or someone to read this? I'm only talking so much.
Yes, I can read it.
Yes, sure, Prabhuji, please.
Of course, but those who fully worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of the senses, the all-pervading, inconceivable, unchanging, fixed and immovable, the impersonal conception of the absolute truth, by controlling the various senses and being equally disposed to everyone, such persons engaged in the welfare of all at last achieve me.
Yes, Prabhuji. So basically in this Krishna is telling that whoever is worshipping the inconceivable, who you cannot think or imagine or anything, and then all his all pervading, for unchanging, fixed and immovable, but that is not how our senses work. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada clearly says that people can do that. That's a lot of work, and still there is no guarantee, and that is impersonalism, and they can again fall down. So only way is to actually worship Krishna in his two-handed form with Radha and Krishna, and to serve them. in so many different five different we have all these 5 different ways to serve him in whichever way you want to, like you can be a father or mother or a dasya sakya, and five these things are there. So as a lover also we can serve him. So unless we serve that way, we cannot do just sitting and do the impersonalist way. That doesn't work for us human beings. So that is what Srila Prabhupada clearly explains in this purport, Prabhuji. That's what I thought of sharing. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, yes, but who is sharing this? Jai Mataji?
Yes, Jaived Mataji.
Yeah, yes. So show us, Jai Mataji, the part of the purport where Srila Prabhupada is mentioning what. Do you mind reading it, Gayatri Mataji? What is the part of the purport?
Sure, Prabhuji. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Those who do not directly worship the Supreme Godhead Krishna, but who attempt to achieve the same goal by an indirect process, also ultimately achieve the same goal, Sri Krishna. But after many births, the man of wisdom seek refuge in me, knowing that Vasudeva is all. When a person comes to full knowledge after many births, he surrenders on to Lord Krishna. If one approaches the Godhead by the method mentioned in this verse, he has to control the senses, render service to everyone, and engage in the welfare of all beings. It is inferred that one has to approach Lord Krishna, otherwise there is no perfect realization. Often there is much penance involved before one fully surrenders onto him. In order to perceive the super soul within the individual soul, one has to cease the sensual activities of seeing, hearing, tasting, working, etc. Then one comes to understand that the Supreme Soul is present everywhere. Realizing this, one envies no living entity. He sees no difference between man and animal because he sees soul only, not the outer covering. But for the common man, this method is impersonal realization. Impersonal realization is very difficult. So we can.
Yes. So this last sentence, and I will read it. But for the common man, and that is at least that is our case. And if not our case, that is my case. I am very, very common. So, but for the common man, this method of impersonal realization is very difficult. So, are you trying to say, Gayatri Mataji, that with this sentence, Srila Prabhupada is showing how much he is in favor of the personal method, Bhakti Yoga?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So tell, yes, if you say yes, tell us why Srila Prabhupada with this sentence is showing how much he is in favor of the personal process, and he's saying in some sense that this personal process, Bhakti Yoga, is not as difficult for us as the impersonal realization. How would you explain that? You just did it, but please repeat it. Why is it that the bhakti process is easier than this impersonal process?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, whatever whatever I have understood, I'll try to tell. So basically, we are all having these senses and mind and intellect, right? So we are all working on those itself. We don't think of soul. We are very, very common as we already talked about it. So we will only work through seeing, hearing, tasting, and working and etc., which is mentioned here. So when we are only working through our senses, then we have to put our senses into service of the Lord. Only that way we can actually serve the Lord. Because if we try to close our senses, that will never work, because the mind is not sitting quietly. Even though we close our eyes, mind is wandering. I'm sitting here, but I can sit and think of my mom and dad in India. So it can go so quickly. So mind is it can travel very quickly, and it still does whatever it want to do. So the only way to bring the mind and to control is to constantly think of Krishna. But how can we do that? By constantly seeing his deity form, hearing about him and tasting the prasadam, serving with our hands to him, and smelling the tulsi and the nice flowers which offered to the god. So when we use all our senses only in serving Krishna, that's the only way we can achieve. That is what Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here, Prabhuji. That's all I know. I don't know.
Yes, and I have a final question for you to complete your wonderful answer. In Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the personality doing that, engaging all his senses in the devotional service of the Lord? He became famous because of that.
Ambarish Maharaj.
Ambarish Maharaj. It is all said. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
Prabhuji.
you, Gayatri Mataji. After Jai Mataji giving a wonderful presentation, you came with a second wonderful presentation. So this session has been beyond wonderful. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
And of course, Amoga Prabhu
Yes.
also helped us a lot, as to be expected. Thank you very much.
Yes, all glories to Amoga Prabhu. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
all glories to him, of course.
And to both to Gayatri Mataji as well. Thank you so
No,
much,
no,
both
no.
of you.
Thank you. And I saw Pavan Prabhu was, his hand was raised, Mataji. I
Oh,
don't
sorry,
know.
I can't see.
It's yes,
Hare
Pavan.
Krishna. Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was really good, actually. Good explanation. So I thought to add a supporting point over there, like in terms of Bhakti Yoga. So why it is the easiest thing. So there's one quick thing is anyway, you summed it up in the end. So sense gratification, like, if you do Karma Yoga, it's really hard to satisfy your senses. So there is no end to that. But if you do Bhakti Yoga, we can easily find Krishna. So there, even in Karma Yoga, there will be a little bit of a greed. So because you always, somehow, if your senses are engaged, so there won't be end, and we can't reach Krishna. So that's why Bhakti Yoga is one of the best way, path towards the easiest way, and also easiest way. Yeah. Anyway, you summed up at the end. That's why I raised my hand down. So it was, yeah, really good one. Sorry for background noise. I'm
Thank you.
driving, so if you guys hear background noise.
No,
Yeah.
we can't hear.
Sorry.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, Prabhuji. Any more, Amok Prabhuji?
I think
Shall we do the Narsimha prayers?
Yes, Mataji. And before we do go to Narsimha prayers, can we all devotees request kindly unmute and do the Lord Hari Bols to David Mataji for kindly facilitating this session, please.
Hari Bo.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's all glories to you for coming, and I'm learning so much from you, Gayatri Mataji, Amok Prabhuji, and so all the other devotees. So it's thank you to you rather than to me.
Mataji, I don't know anything, Mataji, please.
You
Well,
know so
I
much.
disagree. I think you know a lot.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My goodness.
Right. So who would like to lead and who would like to follow? As I can't see,
Maybe we can request Pavan Prabhuji and Drishti Mataji.
Pavan Prabhuji and Drishti Mataji. Yes.
Sure.
Is Drishti Mataji available?
Yes, Prabhu. What do I have to do,
Hare
Prabhu?
Krishna.
You have to
Yeah,
follow Pavan Prabhu.
Okay.
Pavan Prabhu, you can start.
Hare Krishna. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Nam. Hello. Sorry, I'm a little bit. Hare Krishna.
नरसिंहाय
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय
प्रह्लादलाददायिने
प्रह्लाददायिने
प्रह्लादलाददायिने
प्रह्लाददायिने
हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वत्सः
हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः
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 शिलातङ्कानखालाये
शिलतङ्कानकालाये
इतो नरसिंह परतो नरसिंहो
इतो नरसिंह परो नरसिंहो
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह
बहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
बहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये
तव करकमलवरे नखम् अद्भुतशृङ्गं दालिता हिरण्यकशिपु
तव करकमलवरेणका
शवद्रीता नरहरि जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
तव
तव
करकमलवरेणकाम् अद्भुतशृङ्गाम् दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्गाम् केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवद्रीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय 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 प्रभुपाद ज
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you so
Jai Shri
much.
Krishna.
Thank you both. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, all devotees. Thank you for everything, your contribution, for showing your love, for participating, for everything. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was wonderful, Mataji. You did so nice.
Yeah, so beautiful, Mataji. Really, we would like to hear you, Mataji.
No.
Okay.
This was it. Back to Gayatri Mataji or back to Shyam Prabhu next time.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Waiting for Shyam Prabhu.
Yeah, all
Yes.
is forgiven. Come back quickly.
Yeah.
Haribol. Beautiful,
Haribol, thank you
Mataji.
so much.
Did very well, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for your support. Really valued your support. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yes, but I just have a very quick question, because when we reach the end of the sessions, at least I feel like I don't know exactly. Okay, this is organized by Uxbridge ISKCON, no? Sangha, Uxbridge Gora Sangha?
Yes.
Yes. So, but who is in charge of this Uxbridge Gora Sangha? Is it that Amoga Prabhu is the devotee in charge of this Uxbridge Gora Sangha?
I think so. I don't know the history. I think so. I will let Prabhuji answer that.
Or there is a team of devotees, or is it that Amoga Prabhu is working alone?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So we are all connected to Bhaktivedanta Mana temple. So where Nishkinchana Prabhuji, who is our general contact, kind of a supervisor, and Debashish Prabhuji is there from the temple. Because I'm very far, I'm being engaged in serving the online sessions, coordinating this stuff.
Okay,
They
and
gave
if
me
I
little service.
just a last question: when did it start, Uxbridge Gora Sangha?
2018, Prabhuji.
Okay, 2018. We're in 2025, so 7 years.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
You're welcome.
Mataji, you are on mute, Mataji.
I was just saying it's Vijay Krishna Prabhuji's and my fortune that we are here in this group. Thank you.
Yes, this group is beyond spectacular, if I may say it. It gives so much joy, devotional joy. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Mataji, so if you all devotees are happy, then we shall conclude, Mataji.
Yeah, we will conclude. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Anant Koti Vaishnava.
Ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.